If you're 50 or older and you're staring down retirement with little or no savings, I am here to lay out the truth and tell you exactly what you can still do about that. When I turned 50, I had under $20,000 saved. I had over $5,000 in credit card debt and a car that was on its last leg, and nothing left at the end of the month after rent and bills. Now, I'm debt-free, my net worth has grown tenfold, and for the first time in my life, I feel like I have a good financial foundation. Now, I'm not telling you any of that to brag at all. I'm telling you because I know exactly how overwhelming it can feel to be behind in every single direction. And that overwhelm keeps you from doing anything about it. It paralyzes you. Now, this video is about cutting through that paralysis and giving you a plan, one that works even if you're starting at a disadvantage. Now, the first point I want to make is to sacrifice this decade to save the next one. Now, I know it's best to live in the present, but if your present can't support your future, you have to get a new mindset, at least temporarily. And for a lot of us, that means that our 50s, that becomes the sacrificial decade. Not forever, but for right now. Because if we don't take this decade seriously, we may not get another chance to right the ship. Now, what does that look like? You know, your entertainment budget, you need to cut that to the bone or cut it out entirely for now. Cut the shows, the subscriptions, the weekend trips. Traveling? No, not right now. Maybe not at all in your 50s. Drive that old car as long as you safely can. And when it's time to replace it, go with the most basic, affordable car that gets the job done. It's time to eliminate all of those paid services like, no more lawn care crews, no more bi-weekly cleaning lady, no automatic car wash subscriptions. I mean, one way of looking at it is if your house is too much to maintain now, it's only going to get harder. And bring in extra income. I mean, $500 extra coming in a month, that changes everything. That's gas and groceries. Or a really good Roth IRA contribution. Second point I want to make is get ruthlessly clear on your priorities. Saving for retirement has to become your number one priority starting today. Even if you're in debt, even if you're just barely scraping by, your new mindset is that I'm in retirement planning mode era, and everything else in my life adjusts to that. I mean, it's not going to be easy. I mean, if it was, we'd all be set by now. But it is possible, and you have to get honest with what is really standing in your way. And that leads me to my third point. Kill the excuses and face the roadblocks. I mean, is it debt? Because Gen X is the most debt-burdened generation. You've got to go into full-on debt demolition mode. Attack those credit cards with everything that you've got. Everything that you can bring in. But keep saving, even if it's just $20 a paycheck, because you want to build up that muscle memory while you're paying off that debt. And once the credit cards are gone, kill the card loan. And if you want to keep going, you can attack the mortgage next. And when you start freeing up cash by getting rid of those debt payments, you reroute all of it into your retirement savings. This is not a time to treat yourself. You've still got lots of work to do. Does all of this sound familiar? I mean, it probably does, because we've all heard these tips before, but you haven't acted yet because you've told yourself that it's too late, it's too hard, I'm too broke, or I'll deal with it later. This is the moment that you can draw a line in the sand. Another roadblock? Is it Gen X pride or philanthropy getting in the way? Be honest with yourself. Is there a little bit of, trying to keep up with your coworkers or your siblings or your neighbors? Trying to match their lifestyle is like running on a hamster wheel. You get nowhere and make no real progress. You just dig the hole deeper and deeper. Or maybe you live alone, and that gives you a sense of pride, but it's really holding you down financially. Because I was that way too. I couldn't get ahead taking on all the living expenses by myself. If you're barely staying afloat, this may not be the season to live alone. This might be the time to live like no one else, or at least live like no one else you know. And once again, it only has to be for a certain amount of time. It doesn't have to be forever. Whether it's moving in with family or letting family move in with you, who cares what anyone else thinks about it? Really, who does? Who cares about that? Cutting your living costs might be the smartest thing that you can do right now. Sometimes pride just keeps us stuck, but other times it could be our generosity. If you have adult kids living at home and you're not charging them rent, that's not sustainable. Even $400, $500 a month, that teaches them responsibility, and it gives you a way to save for your future. One way of thinking about it is that let them contribute now so they don't have to step in and financially support you when you're 75. Another common roadblock people have is health issues. If chronic illness or mobility issues are a part of your reality, don't let those things take you out of the game. If you're dealing with chronic illness, explore every support option, whether it's disability or food assistance programs, part-time work that you can manage. Negotiate every single hospital bill. Call them today and talk to them about negotiating that balance. Also, see if you can negotiate the cost of, special tests such as MRIs or therapies. Ask them what the self-pay price would be rather than running it through your insurance. Remember, you are on a one-track, future-minded plan right now. So, eating right and moving, those are investments into your future retirement plan. Now, Gen Xers, I hope I have given you a little bit of inspiration or motivation today. I want you to know how much you can accomplish in your 50s with the right amount of focus. Now, I am living proof that this mindset works. Now, I'm not exactly where I want to be yet, but I'm light years ahead of where I was. That's the power of changing course in your 50s. You don't have to catch up all at once. You just have to stop waiting and putting it off. Just ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice now so that I don't lose my freedom later? If you're ready to start living like no one else right now so that you can retire like no one else, then watch this video next. Gen X, want to retire in your 60s? Then be boring in your 50s. I'll link it right here. I hope you have a great week filled with optimism. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.